What's up guys, it is Lutfi and today's video is on captaincy choices for Game Week 1. Some of you may be having dilemma in choosing your captain for Game Week 1, so I've just made this video to enlighten you guys and help you decide who to pick for Game Week 1. Now let's begin. First off, last call for my mini league Kings of Fantasy, and the league code is right there, so do join. There's only one more day to join the league before the season officially begins, and you can use the league code or click the link down in the description below to automatically join it. And now let's move on to the video. First up, I did a poll on Twitter on who should be your captain, and I just wanted to get a response from managers, and the results were really interesting, I think. So, of the 64 people that actually voted on this poll, 66% of them picked Sergio Aguero, 11% with Zlatan Ibrahimovic, 16% with Jamie Vardy, and the other 7% actually tweeted to me. They said Riyad Mahrez or Harry Kane. So what is surprising to me is not the fact that Aguero got the 66%, because we all know he would be a really popular captain pick for Game Week 1. But the really interesting thing is Jamie Vardy has suddenly had this spark after his performance at the Community Shield where he scored one goal. So more managers are leaning towards Vardy than Zlatan with a 5% differential in this poll. And I think this is because Vardy has shown that he has scored lots of goals last season. And although Zlatan did score in the Community Shield, I think they are still wary of him transitioning into the Premier League. So now let's get back to business. If you guys are not following me on Twitter, don't forget to give it a follow at Fantasy Foxes. And if you guys are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe to me. I make FPL videos. I give game week previews, game week reviews, captaincy picks like this video, and I really appreciate all the support. So thank you guys for that. Now let's move on. First up, definitely Sergio Aguero is the man to choose for Game Week 1 if you have him in your team, because he has a 40% ownership, which is really a lot, I should say. And he had 24 goals in the 2015-2016 season, just shy of the top goal scorer. And he has proven to be the striker that he is. Well, the only downside, I should say, is keeping healthy. If he is able to keep fit throughout the season, he'll be able to score lots more goals. So City would be playing against Sunderland at the Etihad to open up their season. Pep Guardiola would look to get a win in his first Premier League match of his career. And looking at how City played during the preseason, they are pretty decent, they are pretty solid. And we have word that Kevin De Bruyne may not be starting the first match of the season, but then again, City made a few new signings, and they may start and make an impact on the team from Game Week 1. So Sergio Aguero, I think he'll be able to do what he does best, which is scoring goals. And against a team like Sunderland, who last season didn't do too well, I think they'll be able to get 3 points, and Aguero would definitely contribute to it. Now, next up, let's move on to the Foxes, the strike duo of last season. And yes, it is Riyad Mahrez and Jamie Vardy. These two dynamic duos excelled throughout the season last, where Leicester became champions. Leicester would not become champions if it weren't for these two players. They were really fantastic. Riyad Mahrez 17 goals and 11 assists. Jamie Vardy 24 goals and 8 assists. Riyad Mahrez was the only player in the league last season to reach double digits in both goals scored and also assists. So although Mesut Ozil had the most assists, he did not score as much as Riyad Mahrez did. So it is really wonderful to see Mahrez scored 17, have 11 assists. He was the heart and soul of Leicester, and I think this season, if he were to stay with Leicester, because there is word going around that Arsenal may snatch him away from Leicester. So if he stays with Leicester, I think he would do good like how he did last season, because the only missing piece in Leicester City this season is the loss of N'Golo Kante, where he went to Chelsea. And I think Claudio Ranieri needs to fix that gap in the heart of the midfield, because Conte really did a good job last season breaking down play, creating chances, or rather starting the movement in attack. And I think they are missing that in preseason. We saw the match in the Community Shield where Leicester didn't do what they did last season. United looked pretty strong, although their midfielders weren't too good. So I think that is an area that Leicester needs to work on if they want to stay relevant in the Premier League this season. Jamie Vardy, on the other hand, he scored 1 goal in the Community Shield last weekend, and he looks to start scoring again. I think he is a great striker still. So if you guys are going with Sergio Aguero or Zlatan Ibrahimovic, then you should pair him up with Jamie Vardy, because he is at £10 million. So pretty budgeted, I should say, as compared to having both Sergio Aguero and Zlatan Ibrahimovic like how I'm doing. So you can have the extra £1.5 million or £3 million to spend it on a midfield upgrade or a defensive upgrade. So that is really important, I think, this season. Jamie Vardy starting off the season against Hull, newly promoted side. I think Riyad, Mahrez and Jamie Vardy can do some damage. And now moving on to my final pick. Yes, it is Zlatan Ibrahimovic. If he is in your squad and you don't have Sergio Aguero, Jamie Vardy or Riyad Mahrez, Zlatan is the captain to go, because they will be playing against Bournemouth. And Zlatan looked pretty solid in the Community Shield. He wasn't as sharp as he wanted to be, but when Valencia brought in that cross, he was there to hit it in. So I think he would be doing what he does in Paris, in Spain, in Italy, which is scoring goals. And against a team like Bournemouth, I think United can get 3 points, and Zlatan would be in the mix of the goals there. So I think it is a really good option to have Zlatan as your captain if you don't have the other 3 guys that I mentioned, because it'll be fun to see. Because I think not many people would be captaining him this season, because, or rather at the start of the season, because he is new to the Premier League and people are skeptical on him doing well at the level of the Premier League. So that is my take on the captaincy for Game Week 1. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, do give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to me. Don't forget to join the league. And I thank you guys so much for watching.